Well, we wanted to talk just a little bit today about motorbike riding in Vietnam and specifically in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon. I know we've done some videos about our motorbike before, but I just find it really fascinating. We had a comment not too long ago, and we showed a little clip of us riding through the city, and we had a viewer comment on the video, and they said, you know, that reminds me of like a school of fish. How fish just, if you've ever seen them swim in the water, they seem to know where each other is going, and they don't hit each other. And it's just very fast and quick like that. So I did a little research because I thought that is a great comparison to how it feels riding in the Saigon traffic. It's amazing. So I looked up a little bit about how do fish swim, and it says they have like lateral sensory abilities, and they can tell just the slightest detection of movement to the fish next to them. And they kind of just automatically go together, almost like they're thinking the same thing. Maybe a little exaggeration, but not too far from the truth when you think about riding, because I mean, I don't know about you, dear, but when I'm riding the motorbike, I feel like not only do I have to ride my motorbike, but I'm kind of riding everybody else's around me, like in this circle. There might be 3 or 5 or kind of a 7 group in a little oval in kind of your peripheral vision, and you're just kind of sensing where people are going because they don't drive in a straight line. And it's different than it is here.
Yeah.
And so some people we get on our channel, they want to know what is it like to ride a motorbike in Saigon. So how do you feel about the differences between Vietnam versus here?
Yeah, I just, for my opinion, just not compare, but here, people just ride a car. People ride car in Vietnam, they drive motorbike, it's different. But when we ride a car here, the road, the street is quite easy to ride, and people just follow the road. Yeah. But in Vietnam, you know, just for Saigon, yeah, the road, the street very narrow. A lot of motorbike.
A lot.
So difficult, little. Yeah.
Yeah, when we ride in Saigon, we might have in what you would consider a driving lane.
Yeah.
There might be 4 or 5 motorbikes wide in that lane, and it's pretty interesting. You worry about us a little bit in Saigon when we ride, because when I first started riding in Vietnam, I just felt like, okay, I'm on a straight path. This is my path. Why are people trying to take my spot? But you told me I have to be more flexible, right? Get a little worried?
Yeah.
So how is that different? Do you feel like, are you worried about me driving the car here in the U.S.?
When you ride a car here, I'm very confident.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoy.
You're comfortable?
Yeah.
You're not stressed?
Not stressed.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Why are you not stressed here? Because
Yeah.
people follow the rules?
You have to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the analogy of the school of fish swimming is really good. Yeah, as you're watching this video, you'll just notice just people coming in and out of the lanes. And when you're going to make a right-hand turn, it's really important. You almost always assume, like there's going to be somebody coming in your lane, they're going the wrong way. So you would think that, okay, I'm going to make a right-hand turn, I've got my signal on, I'm real close to the curb, but that usually isn't good enough because somebody is going to just put their tire in there while you're trying to make a right-hand turn. And then when you do make the right-hand turn, there's almost always somebody coming straight at you, and they're on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, but sometimes just you know, the time we go to work and after work, the traffic, the big traffic. But usually for weekend, it's not a lot of motorbike on the street, and we have more space, we have more room and drive, we relax.
If you're if we're out on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, that's true. It's not nearly as bad, of course. You don't have all the work traffic.
Yeah.
Now I've made the comment here recently to a couple friends that You can have an enjoyable ride in Vietnam, or I should say in Saigon, but you're never going to have a peaceful ride. You think that's true? It can be enjoyable, but it's not going to be peaceful because there's just always things coming at you.
We
Now,
need to focus.
once we get out into the country more, or up in Nha Trang or Vung Tau area, out in the Dong Nai province,
Yeah.
it's a lot slower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, as you can see from this video here that's playing behind us, it's pretty interesting, especially in the morning going to work.
Yeah.
I think we'd go maybe 35 minutes. So yeah, in this video we're showing just a segment of the roads that we take as we go into the office, into District 3, and then the second half of the video is kind of heading back the other way because we take a slightly different route
But
going back.
how about you? You feel ride motorbike in Saigon, you feel how many just like advantage and disadvantage when you riding?
Like the advantages of it?
Oh yeah.
Well, there are some advantages. So in Saigon now, there are, I think because the economy's doing better, people are making more money, I would say on average, you have more automobiles. Like people are purchasing more cars than they had in the past. So especially in the cities, there's more cars. But with that, it's very difficult to find parking places. And the traffic for cars is much worse than because the motorbikes can go in between the cars. So really, we could buy a car now in Saigon, but we just don't want to because the motorbike is, even when it's a little stressful, it's still a lot better
Yeah.
than trying to navigate a car because the traffic is just outrageous during the work week.
Yeah.
And then when you get to where you want to go, parking is a big issue.
Yeah.
Parking is difficult. If you're on a motorbike, you can park pretty much anywhere, but if you're in a car, it's going to take some time to get a spot and go to the store you want to. Now, a lot of the newer condominiums or apartment complexes, they're all going to have nice parking garages underneath. Now, I know where your brother lives, there's actually a waiting list to get a parking space there for an automobile. But if you have a motorbike, you just go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Should we get a car in the future, maybe, or just?
In the future, if we live somewhere, it's not Saigon, we can consider
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
But we still
Yeah.
work and live in Saigon. I think motorbike is the best option for us.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if we live in Dong Nai, or if we live maybe still in Saigon in the future, if we had a car, we could drive up north to Nha Trang in about 4 to 5 hours, depending on the traffic. But for now, it's just more convenient for the motorbike. And then if we want to travel to one of the coastal cities, we can just take an airplane, or we can take a bus.
Yeah.
Or recently, we've just been renting the taxi, like almost like an Uber, a Grab car, and that's not too expensive to go to some of these places. Yeah. So, and at some point, maybe I'm 54 now, so at some point maybe I won't want to ride the motorbike as much when I get older.
When?
What?
When?
When?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, maybe that's a question for our viewers.
Just-
What do you think is a good age to kind of cut off the motorbike riding? Like to hear.
Yeah, but I don't know. But my parent, yeah, he can ride motorbike right now. He's 7 years old.
That's true.
70 years old.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Baz right at 70 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still riding to the market. So hey, I've got a lot of time left. So it's no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this ride on this video is maybe 25 to 30 minutes long, something like that. And so I don't know. Do we want to tell anything else about traffic or motorbike riding?
Yeah, and
I still see, and maybe this is kind of a side point, but I still see some families riding in Vietnam. So if you're Vietnamese and you're watching this, please, if you've got young kids, let's get them a helmet, right?
Oh,
I still see, because helmets are a law in Vietnam, and I see some families, maybe there's 3 on the motorbike, and usually the mom and the dad, or grandma and grandpa, they'll have the helmets on. Sometimes the kids do, sometimes they don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think parents, need to thinking about it.
Yeah.
Protect for the kids with
Yeah.
the helmets when riding motorbike outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
And-
important.
Yeah, and there are a lot of like local schools in the Saigon area, and also companies will do kind of like marketing things where they'll buy a bunch of helmets and put their logo on and then hand those out for free, maybe at the bank or different stores, specifically for that reason. You know, if a family can't afford it or they don't go to the effort, they say, here's a free helmet. So it would be nice to see some more of that.
Yeah.
Because I know when my sister, brother, and their group came over for our wedding, they were pretty surprised. Like, wow, look at this. You know, like in the U.S., you have to have all these car seats and the straps, and it's very it's very different. Yeah. Yeah. Now you don't really ride your motorbike too much anymore since we got the new Airblade. For me.
Yeah.
When we get back to Vietnam, we probably need to have that serviced again because we haven't really ridden it that much. Just make sure it's in good condition. So if we need it in an emergency, it'll be ready. Yeah.
How about the electric bike? In the future, if you want to train.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. On the electric, I think they're proposing in the next few years, maybe that they want all of they're going to require, at least in Saigon, start with certain areas where they want the electric motorbikes. But, I think, well, like the state of California here in the U.S. had some pretty strict ideas, but then they kept getting pushed out because people aren't ready. The industry's not ready for that yet. Like there's not enough infrastructure, especially if you've got here in the U.S., but even maybe more so is it worse in Saigon, if you've got a huge parking lot with 500 motorbikes sitting in it, and they don't have indoor parking where you can hook up a receptacle, I mean, where are these people going to plug their motorbikes in? It just doesn't seem practical.
Yeah.
So, it may be a good idea in some people's minds, but boy, right now I love just going up to the petrol, filling up, boom, you go.
Quickly.
Yeah, you go quickly. Plus, if the government mandates some of these things, well, then you have people that they have a motorbike, a gasoline powered, it's paid for. So how are these people going to go out and, they don't have the money to get, new motorbikes for the whole family. So I think as, sometimes maybe governments have good intentions, but then the reality will hit.
Yeah.
But now some of the like the Grab taxis
Yeah.
for motorbikes,
Yeah.
I think they've started their fleets.
For the service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Transportation.
those companies are set up to where they've got large charging stations for their whole fleet, so it's not a problem for them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like we've got a friend here in the U.S. We had dinner with them a couple nights ago, and they're looking at an electric car, and I said, well, I think the ideal situation would be if you really want an electric car, if you're a 2-car family, to have one car that runs off gasoline, petrol, and then have the second car run off electric, because this family specifically, they just commute around the St. Louis area in about a 30-mile, 50-kilometer radius. So they're doing a lot of their driving in the city, and they can plug it in at night. It works great for them. Then, if they want to take a trip to Colorado or drive down to Florida to the beach, well, then they take their gasoline-powered car because they can just go and they don't have to worry about the distance. So, I think going forward, probably the best option for people is, to have a mix, have one of each if they can afford it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the future, maybe we can have the one.
Maybe.
Mix.
Yeah, yeah. You want the electric or do you want the petrol scooter?
Right now, I prefer the petrol. Yeah. In the US, they call gas.
Yeah, here in the U.S. it's called gasoline.
Oh.
Most vehicles are gasoline. Some are a diesel fuel, and I don't know what the percentage is, but some are electric.
Yeah.
But the government they don't ask my opinion, so we'll just see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, but as you can see from some of the footage you're watching now, it's always pretty interesting riding through Saigon, and generally it can be enjoyable, and usually I do enjoy it. Now, right now we're experiencing the rainy season in Saigon, and so I think in the last 2 months, what do you think, Ian? We've had maybe 1 or 2 days a week where we have to ride in the rain. Yeah. Yeah,
the rainy season, most of the day a week is rainy. The morning until after work.
Yeah. Yeah. But we just pull our ponchos out of the motorbike. There's a little compartment under the seat, and we keep our rain ponchos rolled up in there.
Yeah.
And so I take part of that poncho, cover my computer bag in front of me, and then we put our ponchos on and go. You have to, because that's the way everybody's got to get home. So right now, when we could talk about more of the weather in another video, but when will the rainy season end for us now? What month?
It's around rainy until Christmas time.
Okay.
Yeah, and after Christmas time. Yeah, and the weather it feel cool a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the spring time. Yeah, and then start a sunny season.
So we have 2 more months of rain, more or less.
And but right now it's less.
Yeah, and it's like tropical rain showers. It's maybe 1 to 2 hours a day, and then the sun will come back out.
Yeah.
And then in January through April is probably the best.
Yeah.
A little bit cooler and it's dry.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you're thinking about the best time to travel, like to the Saigon or Nha Trang area, it's probably those months, January through April. Yeah. So
does people enjoy swimming? Enjoy the ocean? I think the summertime.
It's a little cool in March and April for swimming.
No, summertime is around July. Yeah, June, July. Yeah, okay. The weather very nice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, great.
Enjoy the ocean. Yeah.
Okay. Well, do we have anything else we want to add? I think the video goes another 8 or 9 minutes, but those that want to keep watching, enjoy the Saigon sights and sounds and some of the interesting traffic things you see. Yeah, I'm pretty fascinated by that, and again, I think that illustration of the fish swimming is pretty good. You just you get used to it. I think I do much better than I did before. Yeah. Just be flexible and relax with it, and if you're new to Saigon, just take it easy at first. Try to get out into some residential areas maybe, and just do where there's not as much traffic before you venture out right in the heart of the city, because it can get a little crazy down there. All right. Well, I guess. What are we going to show next week? We're going to start up our series on the U.S. trip. Yeah, and probably like 5 days after this video comes out, we're going to start. It's either going to be a 4 or a 5-part series. We're not sure yet, but we've taken our U.S. trip and we've broken that down into 4 or 5 videos. And so we'll hope you come back next week and check those out. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, we'd appreciate you doing that if you're interested. All right, well, you guys have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
are ready to get home. A lot of work. Okay, we're coming up on a real busy intersection now. This will be it's usually interesting right at these two corners. Okay, we got a cart full of something here. Okay, we need to merge to the right. Big bike. T-Max. Oh yeah, like a 300. Bike up here. The university's always busy.